I'm Michael Riggs.
I'm Carly Riggs.
This is our 95 Ford Skoolie.
So this is our kitchen. Pretty much set up like a normal kitchen. This is one of my favorite features because it holds lots of things. So this is our shelf. We can keep our cups, we keep our spices, coffees, teas, paper towels. Down here is where we keep our most used spices. So we just unscrew, then we can screw it back on. Up here in the baskets, I keep kitchen rags, kitchen towels. Up here we keep our produce that can stay out of the refrigerator and our cutting boards. Here we have our coffee cups and cooking utensils, and then our cast iron skillets, which we use a lot. So we just pull it down off of the hook and then put it onto the burner, which I'll show you in a minute. The whole vibe of the kitchen is kind of like fantasy tavern style. My husband's an author, a fantasy author, so we like to incorporate some of those elements into our living space. This dragon faucet we've actually had when we bought the bus. The previous owners had it, so we installed it here. We have a stainless steel sink. My husband built the countertop, but then we added this piece after as more of like a cutting board space. We have more space to prepare food because we cook a lot at home. Down here we just have basic cabinets. We have our utensils. Down here we have some more cookware like pots and pans, some more cups. We do have these locked, which is good if you're planning on traveling, but we have babies, so they're child-proof, but we have a magnetic lock. You just push up against the cabinet and it opens, and then when it's shut, it's locked, so that's really good for when you're moving the bus too. As far as cooking, we use very basic forms of cooking. So we use the Instant Pot, which I keep under here, so I just move it out and put it on top of this counter. If we're cooking on a stove, we use this burner. I just pull it out, plug it in, and then use that as a cooktop. And then for an oven air fryer, we just pull this out, same way, pull it out, put it in the same space, plug it in and use it. I have actually used the Instant Pot and either the oven or the burner at the same time, and it works just fine like that if I'm cooking multiple things at the same time. We have a 50-watt setup, 50 amp setup, so that doesn't trip it. It actually allows for us to use multiple things at once. So this is our fridge. It is a mini fridge, but it actually has a lot of space. We have the freezer fridge combo. So we just have to go grocery shopping like every few days to a week, depending on how creative we get with fitting it in there. This is our main pantry. So we have like baking supplies, basic pantry items in there. And then up there we have our kids' plates, regular plates, bowls. But we do have a backup overflow storage that we keep in one of the couches too. This is our like multi-purpose space. So it is a workspace. My husband works from home, so he uses that a lot. It's our eating space. The kids eat here. And then like a arts and crafts space. The kids can color up there. We plug in our electronics here mainly to charge. And this bookshelf holds all of our books, my husband's books, just little like knickknacks that we like. We have some cords up there that we need, the switch, just different things that are important to us all up on this shelf. This is the bathroom. This farmhouse style sliding door my husband built. So it slides open, so it doesn't take up that space in the hallway to open. We just have a regular tub. It's a little bit smaller. It's technically called an RV tub, so it fits better in the space. We have a DIY composting toilet, lots of storage for all of our stuff. We have a shelf. We keep all of our main stuff we need to grab. Some baskets by the toilet. We keep cleaning supplies and bathroom stuff. We also have extra storage under the tub, so we keep some containers under here, like a first aid container, and then just some extra products that we don't use daily, but they slide right under there. We can fit 3, so that's some pretty good storage. And we also keep laundry detergent, extra soap, stuff like that. The shower and tub walls are made with hardy backer and a feather finished concrete, so it's totally waterproof. These are our boys' bunks. We have our 2-year-old up top. He can climb up this ladder just fine. He has some books, all of his stuffies up there. And then when he's sleeping, we just move this gate so that he doesn't roll right out because he's still kind of little. And then our 1-year-old sleeps down here in this bunk. And then we have a latch that opens so he can get in and out, and then we can close it since he still kind of needs to be in a crib situation. And if you don't have kids, you could take these bunks out, and that's a ton of space. If you wanted like an office space, you could extend the kitchen, you could extend the bathroom. It's a really big chunk of space you could utilize any way that you needed. This is our living room. We have 2 couches my husband built. Both of them open up to storage. So this one has the backup pantry, some extra electronics, kind of just random stuff, arts and crafts stuff. This one has all of our clothes separated into bins and baskets. Pull it up and get what you need. That's closed. We have one of our kids got a busy board for Christmas, so we attached it right here so they can play with it. The rest of their toys are in a toy box by the fridge. This is the other end of the shelf. We have a light right here to switch on. We keep extra diapers and wipes, more books, a projector screen, so if we want to watch movies, we just unhook the edges, rolls down, and then we have a projector that we set up on a stand right here. So it's a fun little movie night area. We have a baby gate here just to keep the kids from going down the stairs. Here is our shoe storage. So we built shelves there, put shoes in baskets, and then on the shelves, again, extra books. The thing we learned really quickly is it gets really hot in Florida. So my husband put all new insulation in the walls, covered the whole top of the roof outside in Tropicool, which is an insulated barrier that helps reflect the sunlight. And then we put covers on this side of the bus on the windows that help reflect the sunlight as well. And you actually can't see inside in the daytime through that. So it's extra added privacy on that side too. We also put one of those windshield covers all across the front that helps keep heat out, and then cover it with a curtain for privacy. And then on these front windows, and then in the bathroom and in our bedroom, we put this really cool stained glass looking window cover that totally covers the window. You can't see through it from the outside at all. And then at night for privacy, we just unroll this curtain and it covers the door. And we roll it back up when we want the sunlight in, and then it has a magnet to keep it up. And there is a skylight here. We just covered it to help keep some of the heat out. And we do have full 50 amp electric with outlets all throughout the bus, so we have had no trouble running all of our cooking appliances, coffee machine, appliances, streaming, electronics, gaming, all that stuff. We've had no problem doing all of that. The bus is a 95 Ford diesel, so it's basically indestructible and will probably run forever.
So the roof is all coated with Tropicool to keep some of the heat out, and definitely gets hot here in Florida. Under the bus over here, we have our dirty water tank. It's not black water because we have the DIY composting toilet. It's basically just shower and dishwater that goes down in there. Over here, there's a ladder that leads up to a small rooftop deck and the awning over the back deck over here. 2 solar panels on the roof. We don't have them hooked up currently. We just do the 50 amp shore power, but there is solar on the roof that could be hooked up one day. So over here, there's a full back deck with a tow hitch on it. It's really super solid. That was welded on and built by the previous owners, and we have a hammock here. So this is where the 50 amp shore power plugs in right here, and it's accessed on the other side under the bed if it ever needs to be repaired or anything. The bus does run and drive smoothly. It's an automatic transmission and is equipped with air brakes, and it's a Ford diesel, so it's super awesome.
The clean water tank access is under the bed, and we also have our garage under the bed, so we have lots of storage space for travel stuff, extra toys, out of season clothes, stuff like that. This is our room. So we have another projector screen right here that does roll up just like the one in the living room if you didn't want it down. And then our projector hangs right here from the ceiling so we can watch movies at night. This is my vanity area where I get ready in the morning. The mirror, there's an electrical outlet right there so I can plug in the curling iron if I wanted to use it. We can charge our phones at night. We have some extra storage at the foot of the bed. We do have a little curtain right here, and our AC is right here behind me, as well as some extra storage space. These pillows I made from actually old clothes I was going to get rid of when we were purging our stuff, but decided to keep them and make them into pillows because they kind of went with the whole color scheme we have going on in here. I also made all of the curtains out of a set of curtains my mom had that were really long and really heavy. I just cut them to fit the windows. So lots of repurposed stuff. We use anything we could find to make fit our space. This is our electrical access right here in the bedroom. We have the main breaker box and then the electrical panel. Since this is a 95, it has like a vintage look to the nose, which is something we really like.